Peace and power, peace and power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people that struggle. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for information, for questions, for answers, for dialogue, for solutions. Know that this is a space where we are seeking a path to true liberation. Know that this is a space where we don't play games, where we love people, where we love each other, and we wish the ultimate price on our enemies and anybody that's in alignment with them. Classroom assistants, please provide all funding information in the chat for the duration of the class and continuously and consistently encourage people to fund this war effort. Also, all contact information in the chat for the duration of class. If you or anyone you know is in need of anger management, please book yourself an assessment. If you are already under my care, get your sessions in. And if you feel so obliged, pay for somebody else's session. If you or anyone you know is in a domestic violence situation, or believe that you or someone you know may be in a domestic violence situation, please book an assessment so you can learn specifically what you need to look for to make the proper call on that. Learn strategies to help someone survive and thrive through that situation, to escape that situation. Remember, the life that you save may be your own. We're going to begin as always and find out who is in class. And trust. I appreciate everyone who's in class. I appreciate the 55 gang. But this will be a very intense class today. We will see how this flows. Van Rutledge, salute. Much appreciated for your funding of this war effort. Lovely lady, Corey Grant. First 55 of the afternoon. Salute, Corey Grant. Saul, what's up? E-Prel Music World, second 55 of the class. Yes, 55 for you. Jason Real, salute. Keep focused, King. Remember, righteous anger. Righteous anger. Philip Boone. Sean Jenkins. C. Blades, what's going on? I see you. George Johnson, salute, salute, salute. Construction Site, Media TV, salute. Hey, Cookie, Bernadette, what's going on? Corey Cullins, you get a 55. Murder Gang, salute, 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 salute. Cool Joe. Big Soul, what up, what up? Black Queens to me. Tiger, peace. Peace, Tiger. But you get a 55. Jeff Spark, what's going on? Coach, salute, salute. Mark Hahn, salute. Princess Williamson, you get a 55. Yeah, you get a 55. Yeah, you get a 55. Tammy Dorsey, you get a 55 right along with her. Yeah. 55 gang is in the building. And if you don't know, the 55 gang t-shirts is up. Yes, it's up. 55, excuse me, 55 gang t-shirts is up. Since y'all want these 55s, Rick Gatlin, salute. Big Sperm Dig, salute. Boom, TV, peace, peace. But you get a 55 too. Y'all might as well get your 55 shirts. Yeah, don't why? Where you been? Where have you been? Now you wonder why. State your claim. Where's your doctor's note? Where's your teacher's note? Where's your note for the teacher? You missed 3 classes. Yeah. Big Soul, get that in the link. Let them know where to get that merch. Let them know where to get them 55 t-shirts so they can wear it proudly. Since y'all want to be 55 gang and don't come to class. Let's get to it. I know you're a caregiver. I know. Trust and believe. I know my class. I'm not like these other people on YouTube, on social media. I know my class. I embrace my class. Trust and believe. I know my class. Yes, I do. I understand. Yes, I do. Don't be part of that 55 gang. LG, what up? Let's get to it. First of all, and I have to be very, very specific with my language here. New York City is not the same. New York City is not the same. The 5 boroughs is not the same. We understand that. The energy isn't the same. The people aren't the same. The culture and how we used to socialize is not the same. We know and understand that. We know about gentrification. We know about buildings coming down and changing the landscape. We know about people moving. We know about people not really being able to embrace maturity and moving on, right? There's a whole lot of different things taking place at one time. And for native New Yorkers, we seem to not fit in. And that causes a lot of anxiety. That causes a lot of people to withdraw. But in the same token, the streets are crowded, it's flooded, it's a lot of things going on. And make no mistake, it is still very dangerous in NYC. If you have Citizen app, if you pay attention to broadcast news, you know there's a lot going on. Just had a hit and run down the block from me where a little child was injured. And that seems to go on every day in multiple boroughs, right? We're dealing with a lot. However, when people come from hip-hop, when people who come from hip-hop, but specifically from a street background, from a space where they may have been in the street life, may have been participating in the street life, right? And then they made the transition into entertainment, because that's what hip-hop is. That's what commercial rap is, entertainment. But you now have what we call these platforms where we speak to millions of people, and people are under the impression that you are truthful and you are a true representation of the street and of the culture, and you are doing nothing for the people, I mean, absolutely nothing, yet, however, can flaunt very small times and spaces where you are present in New York City, there's a problem with that. Excuse me. Because we can tell that we have people in New York who are native New Yorkers who are in shelters. We have native New Yorkers who are homeless. We have native New Yorkers who are unemployed, underemployed, and trying to find a way. And they have no choice but to be in the city. No choice but to be right there. Absolutely zero resources for them to move around and about. There are people who may not be able to see their family. Real talk. Who live in other states. Real talk, man. I don't want everybody to believe that everybody can just do or have the mental space to just get up, get on their feet, and go. Trust, I work in it every day. Story after story. Hardship after hardship. People so downtrodden that the minimal escape is a great thing for them. So if it's even to take a drink, to have a smoke, to, any bit of relief from their harshness, they're going to seek out. So when we have these people who make their living based on the attention that we give them, based on the attention that social media gives them, based not only on that attention, but the checks that come from the institutions, right? We always have to be mindful. These institutions, these systems, pay these individuals money, pay them their resource for them to be able to live. You do understand that. That these celebrities, that these athletes, that these entertainers and politicians and quote unquote activists who sit before you and make money are able to have a life, are only allowed to do that because somebody tapped them on the shoulder and put them in these space. Very few of them, if any, are homegrown and grassroots and did this from the ground up. Very few. And the only few are from New York City, and them, most of them don't live here anymore. They don't. So these people are allowed, which is why they have to say certain things and be careful not to ruffle feathers, not to turn over the apple cart. So when you see them come back or arrive in the town, and they are in the town to basically just show somebody that, hey, I'm able to come back whenever I really want to. I'm here. And use it you know, not only as promotion, but kind of a middle finger to you. I'm coming here only because I want to, not because I have to be here. It's very insulting. So we got Nore, who is on the one of the top 5 social media vehicles, who are allowed to live as far as me consistently critiquing him. I've spoken about Lil Poppy before. I've spoken about him before on how he's always cheesing and jeffing and cooning and clucking on his platform and his origins in Left Right, and having, right, the firsthand knowledge of witnessing who brought him outside the house and how that was my younger cousin who actually had him out there and was taking care of him and making sure that he was able to exist on the streets until he was able to make a name for himself in his generation, right? He came up out of my cousin's wing, little bow-leg everlasting, out of Left Right. Nore was under his wing, out there, learning how to be in the streets. So when I came around and I'm looking and I'm seeing, because again, I never hustled. No piece of shit narcotic merchant. That wasn't my thing. I'm looking at my cousin like, yo, who was relatively a loner in his own right, except for when he was with his partner, E Moneybags, right? My cousin was a loner, and come to find out why years later after his diagnosis. You understand? That my cousin was a little off, which is maybe why him and E Moneybags was so tight, because both was a little off. And when I'm coming through and I'm teaching them and dropping jewels and showing them how to navigate a different space, right? Not as far as a hustler, but when you throwing that pistol, how to move. I'm sure that in that, Nore also picked up some jewels. He had to. That comes direct. So when I'm seeing him clowning around, I'm like, a man of a particular age who really has nothing left and was tapped on the shoulder and allowed to move into space, I can understand why. I understand these individuals and what they're doing and how and why they're doing it. There's nothing left. Nothing left. And instead of going through the pain of being in the street and actually attempting to give your people solid resources, solid frames of thought and encouragement to move forward, they choose to be for themselves. And that is cool. I understand that. As I always tell people, what I do and what others do as far as in service to the people is not for everyone. It is very, very difficult. It is unrewarding. It is not supported by any means. Ironically, by any means necessary, Malcolm wasn't supported. Understand? This is not a lifestyle that people have the stomach for. It's just not. So I understand that these men of a particular age are fearful of making the attempt to use whatever faculties they have to be an asset to their communities, to be an asset to their people. I understand. Not that I agree with it, but I understand the fear of being a middle-aged person and having to navigate in a space where there's no guarantee that you're going to be able to financially, spiritually, mentally survive what's going on. I understand it takes a certain type of individual to have that character and integrity to do it. But what I don't understand and will never have a tolerance for is these individuals, because the establishment, because their handlers, their partners, whatever they want to call them, who allows them to make some type of money and resource off the attention that we give them to stunt on the people. So when I saw a couple of days ago that he was taking shots of some particular liquor, and the shots was like $1,500, $1,600 a shot, and saying nobody comes to get that. I'm the only one that comes to get that. I said, that's not really your lane, right? You don't really want to consistently point out how these people who earn the majority of their income from people who side with Israeli, people who are bankers, people who have no love for us at all, let them do their thing. It is what it is. To keep pointing that out begins to sound redundant. Right? So then you can be labeled through this ignorant ass generation as a hater. Because these are some of the dumbest ignorant generation that ever existed. You understand? So I said, now let him live. Right? Let him have his $1,500, $1,600 shot of whatever the hell he was drinking. That ain't your business, kid. And it ain't. Whatever he went to the party for, whatever he endured in the party, that's his business. And should he want to promote a brand, should he want to promote himself, should he want to promote drinking $1,600 shots of whatever in front of the world, that's on him. Remember, he's the drink champ. The lush. The alky. Not different from when he was a child. Right? As a child, you tried things out. As a teen, you tried things out. You and your peers, you get drunk, you smoke. You understand? And as you mature and as a man, you elevate past that. Supposedly, if you can understand the specific themes of your life that are harmful. However, if the trauma that is attached to you reaching out, or the trauma that formulates your belief system in doing that, halts or stifles your processing, you never mature, which is why we have one of the largest generations of grandfathers still dragging their ass, sagging their pants, talking to young women, bearing children with young women, and shucking and jiving in front of your oppressors. So as a young tot, this is what he's done and consistently has done it until what we see just now. So I let him live on that ignorant shit. However, in my space of canceling all entertainers, canceling all athletes, canceling all celebrities, and going through the timeline, I see him again. This time, walking in Midtown Manhattan, talking about, I'm in the city. And I ask myself, why would someone who was born and raised in the 5 boroughs, in Queens, in Left Rack, in one of the wildest and most dangerous and most creative spaces, seemingly brag about being in Manhattan as if that's something to make note of. And I got to get pizza, and I'm in the city, as if you are an out of towner, right? Like the bullshit Wack just did this week, with sneaking in to the Bronx on his belly like a slithering ass, whole ass snake, and taking a picture in front of the peas. That's corny shit. We talking about past middle-aged man sneaking into somebody's town to troll. But the Euros, the bankers, put this right in front of our children to pay attention to. Okay? So why would Nore do that? Why would he seemingly gloat that he's in the city? Nigga, you from the city. Nobody's shocked or surprised that you're in Manhattan. Unless you're not supposed to be in a town. Or unless you're really scared to be in a town. Now, it's different when somebody such as himself would say, yo, I'm home, I'm in Left Rack. What up, pull up. That would be understandable. It really would be. That would be understandable to me. Because you're in the town. Now, maybe he might be doing it right now as we speak. I might be jumping the gun. He could be in Left Rack right now, giving away shots of liquor. I don't know. Giving away merch. I don't know. He may be. However, I doubt it, because he made too much of being in Manhattan. Manhattan! Who in the hell can't be in Manhattan? Mickey Mouse in them is in Manhattan. Niggas in Transformer costumes is in Manhattan. Shit, Jerry Seinfeld and them walk in Manhattan. Why? Why are you using social media to announce that you're in Manhattan getting a pizza? Walk like you did a bid here. You did a bid where? You did a bid in Manhattan? You did a bid in what? At record companies? But what part? What is that? Help me understand why a native New Yorker would give a live clip about you or them or they being in Manhattan. Why not go left rack and pull up in the lobby of Rome, of Rome or Copenhagen or Mexico and see which one of the youngins in there could be the next podcaster? I'm gonna pull up in that left rack and give one of these youngins a job. That would be something to post. But you in Manhattan getting a pizza? Strutting like you don't. What is the big deal? Help me, y'all. If I'm out of pocket, let me know. Because we've witnessed out of town and sneak in and say that shit, right? We seen Lil Boozy. I'm in New York. In the middle of Manhattan, in the canyons. The canyons, right? Nobody else there. Not a hood dude in sight. We seen that. We seen that. Then we see it from, who was the other one? NBA Youngboy, one of them. Don't we consistently see these rappers posting up like they doing something because they're in the city, in Manhattan, with Ubers and yellow cabs and police men on horses? The fuck is the big deal about being in Manhattan? When you're born and raised in Left Rack City. There has to be a time when we stop paying attention to this ignorance. It is way out of control. It is. It is just too much. And they are able to do it because we paying attention to it. Remember, because somebody is about to feed you poison doesn't mean that you have to ingest it. You don't. Because people put crack in the hoods didn't mean we had to smoke it. We ran through a whole crack epidemic. Everybody wasn't no crackhead. Everybody wasn't custies. Do you understand? The more attention that you give to the false narratives, to these old niggas that won't mature, that is more. It is saying more to us than about them. We know them. We know why and how they got there. We know the party. We know that there's a dire need because I'm going to tell you, the town is fucked up. I'm telling you now. You may have pockets, a few people that's really all right and doing good. I'm telling you. town is twisted. And when we keep being engaged in meaningless conversations and bullshit, and time is pulling away from you, when certain things are put into effect, yo, you're gonna be looking around like you didn't see it coming, did you? No, you didn't see it coming. So let's stop paying, excuse me, let's stop paying attention to this dumb shit. It is. It's rather dumb. I don't know. I call for a cancel. Cancel this nigga. Cancel Drink Champs. Cancel it. There's no information coming through there now that's useful. It's become a shit show. It has. Niggas wanted to become Howard Stern. Well, they're Howard Stern now. Congratulations. Congratulations. You're Howard Stern now. You happy? Y'all happy? Because all the money, all the resource, the majority that y'all make is directly going to these people who are pushing buttons and pushing chess pieces on the board to murder, kill, bomb babies in the Congo, in Uganda, in South Africa, in Palestine. And you know what? In Memphis and Michigan too. Our enemies are being funded by celebrity. Your enemies are being funded by athletes. Your mother enemy is being funded by rappers. So the quickest way, even if you don't support me in the war effort, when you don't support me, which you don't do, and I'm fine with it because I gotta work anyway, the quickest way to halt the progress of your enemies is to stop paying attention to the niggas that they send in your direction. Most of the time, shit don't have anything to do with you. So keep coming to the city, Nore, and bragging about being in Manhattan. Whoop-de-damn-do. Now, months ago, I had a class on rappers and them being feminized, effeminate commercial rappers and wearing skirts, kilts, and all that weird shit and showing knees. I told y'all, when they show their knees, right, that is allowing you to know that they in Grippergate. They went to the party. I told you, grown men shouldn't be showing their damn knees. And in that class, we spoke about who and what. We spoke about Young Thug, Pusha, boy from Griselda, you know, Mos Def. We talked about all of them that wore a dress or a kilt. Puffy. All right? We spoke on that. And people thought I was just playing when I said that if they're wearing these dresses, these skirts, these kilts and stuff like that, that they not wearing drawers or they got panties on. And people say, oh, Bliz, you're funny. Like I'm ever attempting to be funny. I'm not being funny. These dudes got on panties or T-bars like the strippers in the 80s or thongs. Because drawers, man, underwear don't fit with how they're wearing it. Because when women wear it, they don't wear drawers or they wear thongs or T-bars. So the fabric, the skirt, the dress, the kilt falls smoothly on their grippers for whoever they're trying to draw attention from. Yeah, you can't have drawers. You can't have man draw tighty whities or boxers on under it. It don't fit. So yesterday, and I'll put the vid on either in the comment section or on my IG, there's a famous actor from over there, from Scotland, Scottish, and he was on Kelly and Mark. And it was asking him about his celebration and him wearing the kilt. And he said, I've been wearing kilts for years. And they joking and, keying it up and all that. And the knees is out. One of the pictures, he put his leg up on some, and you just sit, knees out. So, Mark asked him, well, what is going on under the kilt? And he said, nothing. And Mark chuckled, and Kelly Ripper chuckling, and he's dead serious. Yeah, there's nothing going on under there. Which means he don't have on no drawers. Doesn't have on no drawers. And in a space where he doesn't have on no drawers, they're laughing and chuckling, and he's saying, well, damn, doesn't it get cold? And he said, yeah, it gets cold. You get used to it. You just try not to get excited and aroused, because then, So I'm asking you, if this is a man who traditionally, who it is in his DNA and culture and family makeup and heritage to wear the kilt, and your rap dudes are getting the kilt from these fashion designers who are European, and they're telling them how to wear it, we have to make the conscious assessment that they're telling them, oh, you can't wear drawers under that. You can't wear boxers or man briefs under there. Right? But Bliz is being funny when I'm telling you that these dudes are wearing these kilts, these dresses, these skirts to the parties, to the brunches, to the red carpets, to these award events with no drawers on. And we can only imagine what's going on at the after party amongst these bromancing ass, middle-aged, freakish ass individuals. It's coming out more and more. If you think that the Dwight Howard shit is play, okay, keep thinking that. If you keep thinking that this shit with Chingy and these people are coming out saying he been rocking like this before he even got on, keep thinking it's a game. If you keep thinking this split between D. Wade has nothing, and his broad has nothing to do with him tired of getting pegged, that's on you. But I'm telling you to cancel your attention on these effeminate ass, worthless ass melanated men. Because in the space where we give the attention, our kids, excuse me, our kids give it attention. People want to clown and laugh at Meek Mill and his knees on that cover, right? Like, damn, what up with his legs and his knees? You want to clown him, but look at what you see what Ray J is doing. For no purpose. The hell is we watching somebody, a grown man, with kids, who, by the way, is attached to whack, who has a fascination with the rainbow. Everybody's rainbow to him, right? We just watched him again in a discussion with a despicable Euro who let melanated dudes beat his wife back out, question whether or not Biggie was bi. They always want to, he always wants to speak that speak. Attached to Ray J, we watching Ray J grease his damn knees. What are we doing? What are you doing with a shirt that's covering up? What is it? Boxer briefs or biker shorts? Like a broad? He got the Paula Abdul outfit on. Remember the chicks in the 80s with the long sweatshirts? They come to the knees and you wondering, damn, what's under you? You wondering if that chick with that bubble under the sweat, the big baggy sweatshirt, got on any drawers. So why would he do that? Who is he doing that for? This is Ray J. This is the shit that people allow to go over their head as he's reinserted into it, right? Because again, they take breaks, then they reinsert people, right? Then Ray J come on his live like a flash dance chick. What are we doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Because you can't have the expectation that only women are watching. This dude been beefing with major rap dudes. He's been reinserting and having words. So when you come on, dudes is looking to see if he really bout that action, to see if he's going to beef with somebody else. So now that you got all the attention, that's what you do? You grease up your thighs and your knees? Talking about watch a judge show? What are we doing? What are you doing? This is black men. Supposedly. This is over 38. This is 40s, 50s. In other nations, other nationalities, other people from ethnic backgrounds, are in their 40s and 50s, making an attempt to solidify the next generation's progress. And they don't have the attention, and they don't have the resource. Why are we seeing these two niggas' knees this week? Ray J and Meek Mill? What are y'all doing? What are you doing? That's why people question whether, that's why the kid D1 questioned whether or not that you are serious with shit you say out your mouth. When you're speaking about something as serious and important as prison reform, how the fuck you got your knees out somewhere? How you got your thighs out somewhere? And you're supposed to be meeting with some of the most dangerous adversaries we ever had, who knocked up 3 generations of our people. And you coming, you bunny hopping, got your nasty ass little narrow knees and legs coming out, and you still spitting the same lyrics? Come on. So yeah, people questioning that. People with intelligence, people who are really working in these communities, working with these children to get them, to shake them up. And say, yo, nah, listen, we can't rely on our enemy. Just picture that. That's when you start to question the intelligence of somebody. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care where they claim they sit. I don't care what title they have. You gotta question their intelligence if they're going to tell you that it is okay for you to rely on the systems of your enemy, for you to rely on the words of your enemy to get you out of your current conditions. Well, fuck if it's Cornell West, I don't care who it is. Because as you see, the niggas that came before you, that spoke that consciousness, that spoke that woke shit, that gave you certain things to look at as changing directions. You got Tariq Nasheed and Captain Tazariak sitting with WAP and a cracker who said white women stink, black women stink. Pardon me, yeah. Said his white women were better than black women because they smell funny. And a captain of Israelites didn't run in his mouth? But again, I sit here in this space, under-supported, under-watched, and critiqued when I've been going at these individuals for more than a decade, telling you exactly who the fuck they are. This is what they are. They are agents of white supremacy. Straight up. And people like to, you said agents. An agent is something that works in conjunction with. It's like dishwashing liquid. It's an agent. What does it do? It breaks down dirt and grime, grease. It works as an agent. You just can't have water and clean your dishes. You need an agent. You need an agent. You just can't tell black people to settle down. It's going to be all right. You need a black agent. Listen, again, boy, it gets heated in class. Because again, when you're doing this for as long as you've been doing it, and then you get up and leave and you go out and you hit the street, and you see your people in harsh conditions, and you ask them, yo, what can I do? You need help? And you're constantly working. And you consistently, it gets to a point where the ignorance is a bit much. And you have to look at people with that look. That look like, are you dumb? Like, are you just stupid? And if I'm the only one doing it, then again, I can be pushed to the side. But when you have people who start looking at these individuals like Like, that's the energy. That's the energy that we spoke on in the beginning of class that New York has been missing. It's gone. When people used to look at you like you were stupid. You drunk 11:30 in the morning? You looking for crack? Midday? They just look at you like you're stupid. You come outside, your hair ain't brushed. You dumb? That energy's gone. It's gone. So we have to know and understand that. But in that space that you are understanding it, that means at one point you have to be the leader. Because we are in a terrible time, man. Terrible. Terrible. And it's going to get worse before it gets better. It's going to get much worse. You see how our women are moving. You see how our women are moving. Right? Completely disconnected. Completely out of character. Right? To the point of where we got one of, I guess people thought was one of the best representations, right? This Lauryn Hill. Every time she come around, she looking like something out of a Dr. Seuss book. And expecting to be praised as you once were. We're not in that space now. We're not in the early, mid-90s. Not in the 2000s. This is going in 2024. And you expect for people to embrace you the same when you bullshitting, you berating for your misgivings, your shortcomings, and you look like a Dr. Seuss character. Ain't nobody jacking that shit. How dare y'all women allow that? And every time you're reading the comments, the replies, you get people that's allowing it, encouraging it. How the fuck y'all think we're going to get out of anything? When people don't have the gumption to stand tall and firm on some dumb shit. And bitch, you ain't coming through the stage 3 hours late looking like goddamn the Cat in the Hat. Green eggs and ham and shit, and you come, get the hell out of here. Unless you think that shit would have flew. Huh? Don't fly. At that point, cancel. Get your ass out of here. We're going through serious times, yo. Man. This is serious times, man. Shit is serious. People are jumping in train tracks. People are killing their own children. And children are killing their parents. And you sit here and allow artists and entertainers to tell you bullshit? To create narratives that you know is not real. Or what do you even care that if it is real? You don't care about that shit. That's the strategy. Has to be a strategy. It works. I'm telling you, when you stop paying attention, that's what canceling is. It's encouraging to say that, nah, I'm not standing for that. You out of here, because once they don't hold that attention from us, trust and believe. I don't care how much they did in Grippergate. They up out of the whip quick because they're worthless now. You just somebody who they tore their grippers down. You're worthless. Trust and believe. They get you out of here quick. And that will cause the others to stop with their bullshit. So again, I got work that I have to do. I have to tend to. And, you know, as much as I, you know, want to be in class, to come to class, it's a different space for me than it is for other people. It's not worth it to that degree, you know, where I can be, just do that, just no. Because even in the course of being with, my classroom assistants, the consistent classmates, I'm thinking about, what I gotta do out there. Where can I place my energy to be the most effective? That's what it is. That's what the mission, that's what the task has to be. You have to put your energy in the proper spaces. And we're just battling with too much on too many different fronts. We really are. And I'm telling you, you just don't get it. You really don't. You don't understand that this shit is real. And it's tight. And it only gets tighter for the most committed. It gets tighter for the most committed. I won't know that. By the time Malcolm was assassinated, he had nothing. Check that shit out. Check that shit out. We had Huey P. Newton running around. Toe up. You understand? You see there, I met, embraced, spoke to, built with Fred Hampton Jr. numerous times. Committed, worked diligently in his community with the babies, the cubs on. Damn near in dire straits. The Philly Move family, Africa's. Trust and believe. I know and understand how this go, how this plays out. So it will be, I'm giving out 55s. It will be a time where I'm going to get a few 55s because it's just not making sense. You understand? All the praise and the accolations and to keep going and to keep pushing. You dig? The push can be in the street. The push can be with the kids and the babies who are I'm educating as much as I can on a regular basis. I see it on all fronts. And I don't want anybody to believe that it's only me, that it's only us. I mean, social media. I'm watching it in the school system where you get the most committed teachers, the most committed administrators getting nothing. No funding. And then you're saying, well, why are these schools underperforming? What's going on? Again, lack of our own people, lack of parental support. Because they're not in alignment with what is going on in the administration, where they're actually teaching your children to be non-learners and allowing immigrants to be first in line. The principals and administrators who are diligently making an attempt to get your kids to excel don't get shit. I see it. I'm in every space. Trust and believe. This is an hour out of the day. I'm out in the street. I'm in the schools. I see the politicians. I see what they vote for, what they don't vote for. I feel the energy because I'm out here doing it. And I'm telling you, they don't understand why they don't get supported. I know and understand why I don't. Because people sit and hesitate. I know I should, I want to, but... Or you got something, fuck, I'm getting it for free. Why not? I understand that. I know what it is. I see it. You understand? I know what it is. And again, those who ride, those who listen, those who move will be all right. Trust and believe that. That's all I teach to those who come and sit. You're going to be fine. Because you have the intellect. You have the heart to move. We're building, we're educating and speaking on directly dealing with any attack from our enemies. Those who sit and play the game, right? Like the individuals who I know I had to block a couple of days ago because you come in and somebody's sending you at me to troll or to, excuse me, get me off of my square. I test you because this ain't no Black Panther Party shit. Nah, and this ain't that. This ain't no bullshit NFAC. This ain't none of that shit. I test everyone. Strictly. Yeah. At that point, I'm more in an alignment with some Don moves or the causes where, nigga, you gonna put in massive work before you get up in here. Everyone gets tested. I'm not no dummy. Again, a third of what I know is exposed on social media. You understand? So the least, the support is the least. We in war. You ain't gonna get close and not put in work? Nah. So again, all praise due to the people of the struggle. Don't believe in me, believe in my belief in you. Classroom assistants, again, much appreciated for holding it down. Fund the war effort. All the information is in the chat and should be in the comments. If not, I'm all over social media. Again, come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Be safe in your travels. Remain militant.